I love camping and being in the great outdoors, sitting by the fire with friends, sharing stories, some of my favorite times. I grew up in Minnesota and North Dakota camping and fishing my whole childhood. I have some really great memories on the lakes and in the wilderness. Now I combine my off-road adventures with my childhood love, camping in my Jeep. As a Jeep owner, I know my storage space is limited, so I need to be smart about what I pack in my Jeep and only pack the camping gear necessities. And not just because of my limited space, but because camping should be a relaxing and leisurely fun time. A quick setup so I can relax and enjoy nature. You truly don't need a whole lot of stuff to enjoy a couple of days out in nature. Too much stuff means the stress of setup and tear down, clean up, and trying to repack it all into your Jeep, or even trying to find the stuff in your Jeep because it's all squished in together. So these are my top 5 camping gear items I use every time I camp. Number 1, shelter, which could be your tent and sleeping gear, a hammock, or just in the back of your Jeep. Sleeping in the back of my Jeep would be my preferred choice, which means I need to be strategic about what I take. It is a good idea to weigh your options of setting up and tearing down a tent versus less stuff and sleeping in the back of your Jeep, if you have a 4-door. Number 2, cooking grate that I use when I cook over a fire. It's my optimum way to cook. You don't need a whole huge camp kitchen to have a really good meal. This camping grate here that goes over your fire is simple and easy and less setup, less cleanup, less tear down, and less stuff to put in your Jeep. Number 3, a cast iron pan. If you plan your meal right, this is all you need to cook. There's no reason to get all fancy out on your adventure. With a cooking grate, tinfoil, and a cast iron pan, you can make some very yummy meals and still have time to enjoy the rest of the evening. Number 4, LT Wright knives and machete. I love my LT Wright kitchen set. I take them with me every time I go camping, and the machete works great for making tinder and kindling for that fire. And number 5 is your camp chair, my favorite part of camping. Hanging out in my camp chair around a fire, having great conversation with many great friends. I look forward to the weather warming up so I can get back out to the great warm outdoors. Check out my other video, Top 5 Must-Have Items When You're Primitive Camping. There's a link in the description below.